Harper,
State.
the Cavaliers' senior vice president of communications. We've always had a real energetic, supercharged home crowd, and we want to encourage that for every game, including December 2nd. We want people to enjoy themselves and express themselves, but, see, there's got to be the but. We don't want fans to cross the boundaries of decency. We're not going to allow profanity and things like that. See, that's the thing right there. We have no tolerance for anyone trying to cross those boundaries. See, profanity and things like that. So that fits everything into the category. If you just have fuck LeBron on your shirt,
Right.
Obviously, if you have a kid there, you're going to be like, it's a little offensive or whatever. But if it's something clever, guarantee they take it away.
Like years ago in the Celtics-Lakers rivalry in Boston, because Nicholson's such a notorious Lakers fan, a bunch of Boston fans showed up wearing shirts that said, "Fuck you, Jack," to Nicholson.
Beautiful.
And he loved it. He actually, of course, because they knew, because he could take it. Of course, he actually, I remember the story. He bought one of the shirts from the guys who was wearing it.
Wow.
Like, he loved the idea that these fans
seems like him
associated him with the Lakers and showed up with "Fuck you, Jack." Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's not going to kill you to see a dirty word.
God, this could have been a fine sports moment, and they're going to try to, like, fucking protect it
and
sterilize it.
Here's a little follow-up to that, because it's not about profanity or anything like that. That's another fucking cop-out. According to the Cavaliers, no anti-LeBron signs or T-shirts will be permitted. If one is seen in the stands, personnel will ask you to remove it and offer to replace it with a Cavaliers-branded replacement. Consider it an easy way to get free Cavs T-shirts. So it's any anti-LeBron signs or shirts. How is that? That takes away that competitive,
the spirit of the whole
thing. It really is
You
just
phony
retarded.
motherfuckers. Here's why it's phony.
This world stinks.
Because the president didn't the head of the fucking Cavaliers bash LeBron for the way he handled it?
Of course.
He bashed it.
Yeah, he's not happy at all, obviously.
Maybe he wants the only shirt in the place.
Yeah,
It
no.
says, like, fuck LeBron on it.
There's a picture of LeBron with a bullet in him.
Oh, picture of his mom getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah, by 3 different players from different generations. Chamberlain, Jabbar, and someone from now.
They just want good sportsmanship all the way around, right?
He's gonna Kareem in her face.
That doesn't make sense. The word is cream.
Hold on, this guy's saying you
right.
Josh in Cleveland. Josh.
Good evening.
Hey.
The sign thing is a rumor. You can have signs. I think they just don't want LeBron hanging an effigy.
That is stop it.
Anthony just read the statement.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make
they're sterilizing the whole situation up there.
I think.
No, you can have signs. You can have shirts. They just don't.
Where's your info coming from, sir?
It was all over the news this morning.
Oh, was it? Was it?
Anthony just read the official statement
from the guy. It was a statement from the guy.
No, it's wrong.
All right, I'll take line fucking 6. That's who I'll believe. Line 6 or something. Shut up. God, I hate everything.
Just makes it more fun for everybody. Who the fuck you hurting in the end? If they start fighting, you throw them out.
Yeah.
And who are they going to fight with?
Yeah. What's the?
They're going to fight with themselves. They all agree.
I was.
They took the Red Sox shirts away, right? And the Yankee shirts.
Like the bad, like negative shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can't do that.
Remember how much fun that was?
Remember
And they got more and more creative every time those two teams played. It was like, holy shit, do you see the new one they just came up with? Yeah. And I remember there was an article that came out where they started banning all that.
Yankees suck T-shirts banned.
Why?
At Fenway. Oh, Fenway. Excuse me. I always
don't say Fagway. You might have to apologize tomorrow.
Fagway. And they can't wear those. They can't wear the Yankees suck shirts. And then we got other things. Of course, there used to be a lot of like signs in the stands, a lot of signs that people would hold up. And now everything is offensive, so they just take it away.
Who's it offending in the end? Who is it offending?
So stupid.
It offends people you would never want to hang out with anyway.
All those good rivalries that like people got creative and did things that just made you laugh. Now it just gets you thrown out. You're supposed to sit there like an overpaying customer, buy their fucking wares, buy their fucking overpriced shit, and sit there like a victim and watch the fucking overpaid shitheads run around in circles or in a straight line or bounce a ball, depending on what sport it is, and just have no emotion anymore.
Why don't they just fill the stadiums with robots?
Why not?
That's what they really
Yabba,
want.
dabba, do. Right. Just sit there. Bunch of Fred Flintstones. Yabba, dabba, do. Just
what
sheep.
the fuck, man?
We've been fucking, our balls have just been cut off year after year. They just clip more of your nuts off. God, next thing you know, they're cuffing your cock.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to watch the game tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't
feel exciting anymore.
You're going to see, like, people boo.
I don't want to see the fucking
like,
game. I want to see the reaction of the
right,
fans and LeBron's reaction when he steps on that court for the first time.
They'll boo him, but after that, it's over. How about booing, and then you don't know if later on in the game you're going to see somebody with a really funny shirt,
right,
or a sign or some shit like that.
I bet you they control the booing somehow.
Oh, God, they probably have some
PA music or something.
Software for the sound. Make sure everybody sits.
No, they're saying Lou.
Yes, that's it. They'll bring out some guy named Lou every time LeBron is mentioned, so they could say it's Lou.
They'll have Lou Piniella courtside.
Yes.
They're flying him into Cleveland.
They're just saying Lou.
They're just saying Lou. See, Lou's at the game. He's in the front. Right there.
And the camera real shakily goes to Lou every time.
Right.
They have to have a cameraman right next to him at all times.
Can't allow the emotion to get out.
No, God forbid real human emotion makes its way out and is seen in public. Ah!
That fucking book, 1984.
They're inviting Lou's, all of it. Lou Diamond Phillips is there.
Lou Grant, even though it's not his real name. Just don't sign the wall by the toilets because Cloris got in trouble.
You're not even allowed in unless your name's Lou. I'm
so tired of it.
But that book, 1984, I read it every, 4 years. And
I watched the movie because I hate reading.
I never saw the movie.
Yeah, the movie's
all right.
Well, it's long. It's a little dark, and it's a little slow.
That fucking book predicted all this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, with all the
It's scary, actually.
You can't use real words anymore. You can't. It's just fucking amazing what's happened.
And you know what? We're not in the majority with this.
I don't know how that happens.
We're really not. Our audience, us and our audience get it, but we're just a small piece, man. There's a big fucking piece of pie out there that goes along with this shit.
I was watching Bullshit, Penn and Teller's Bullshit last night. I have a DVD from, I don't know if it's last season, but it was on taxes, and goddamn, they do a fucking amazing job exposing shit.
Yep.
Bullshit. It's just an amazing job.
Perfect name for the show.
It really is.
Well, it was originally called Good Stuff, but then they felt it just didn't fit. Get it?
Yes, I do.
Yay.
And just the way they talked about it, I was getting so incensed that I actually was thinking, would it be possible to just leave
the country?
Just to leave. And then you realize there's nowhere else to go. They got you wrapped up. Where you gonna go? Mexico?
People go.
Like Jesse.
People go and get a citizenship somewhere else.
Yeah, but you can't. You're stuck. But then you realize the futility of trying to change anything, because they were talking about the tax law and the reason it's so complicated. And it sounds like a conspiracy, but it makes perfect sense. It's so complicated and so long because they really don't want people knowing what they're paying for, or how they're paying, or if they're paying more or less percentage-wise than their neighbor, or what. So it keeps people from opening their mouths because they think that it could be worse. Yeah. So they'll just keep quiet because they think, well, that guy's got it really bad. And meanwhile, everyone's got it bad except for the people that aren't paying at all.
The tax forms, they're set up in a way where you're paying way more taxes than you probably should have to.
Yes, and they went through all
and the government's not going to send it back to you and go, oh, well, you could have done this and this and saved a few bucks.
Well, it's almost like when you look at a contract or a document that a lawyer has made up. It says things like, hereunto and henfurther, and and a party of the second party, when they could use your name, but if you make it understandable, then you don't need lawyers. That's why they don't want a 17% equals flat tax because that removes so much of the IRS's necessity.
That's why they
can cut back on the size of government.
That's why they created their own language, lawyers.
But they
to protect themselves.
So Penn and Teller are sitting at a table, and they have a big cherry pie in front of them, and because I love when they do those little analogies with the visual stuff. So Teller has a piece of pie. And Penn goes, "Oh, wait a minute. I don't have any pie. Let me get yours." He goes, "I'm not taking yours. I'm just giving myself some." So he goes, "I'm not taking," because they had a politician actually describe taxes as like, we're not penalizing people that have made something of themselves and are in that upper tax bracket. We're not penalizing them. We just don't want the poor and underclass to be more poor. So we give them more and we take more from the wealthy, as they call it. So then they showed it by Teller sitting there trying to eat his pie, and Penn just going, and Penn just gobbles it down while Teller's slowly slicing another piece because Penn took his piece, and then he goes, "Wait, I'm all out of pie again." He goes, "But I'm not taking yours. I'm just giving myself mine." And he did it for the whole pie. And now he goes, "Now we're both out of pie." He goes, "So what we have to do is we both have to find someone with pie so we could give ourselves more pie." And it was a perfect example of what's going on.
That doesn't make sense, though, because this is about money.
Oh, see, it's an example, Chip. This is it. But it was infuriating to watch, where I was actually getting like tense, like I was getting tense, and like I wanted to do something, and then just realize the futility of change, and it will always be this way. We will always get just fucked in the ass. Then they said, no, obviously no taxation without representation. So they sent someone there to the representatives right there at the Capitol. They had a camera crew and a gentleman dressed very nicely trying to ask questions of their representatives. And they run. The representatives run away from you. Charlie cocksucker fuck Rangel, who is part of the Ways and Means Committee, who wrote the tax law, who is now trying to beg for leniency because of tax evasion. The motherfucker wrote the tax laws and didn't pay his taxes. That fuck. And now he's trying to get his constituents and the other people on Capitol Hill. He's trying to get them to not to just give him a little spanking.
Shouldn't that
reprimand, not a censure?
Shouldn't he go to jail?
He should be in jail like everyone else would be if they didn't pay attention to the rules you wrote. You wrote the fucking things.
Wesley Snipes just got ordered to jail.
Wesley Snipes is going to jail for taxes. And then fucking Charlie Rangel is now calling up his fellow fucking douchebags and asking for leniency. That he wants to be reprimanded and not censured, which is the same thing. Censured is just a public, like, ew, look what you did.
How about a fucking jail sentence?
Yes. How about thrown out of fucking office? He's keeping his job.
How is he keeping his job?
Because they voted him in. Because his constituency that he runs up there is exactly like the assholes that voted the crackhead back into fucking D.C. It's all it's all racial with Rangel. Believe me. If that was a white Republican, fucking out on his ass, if not in jail. Ugh.
What does this have to do with LeBron?
Oh, because it's the same thing. The country just like, we have no power to do anything anymore. No, I know. It's just, we have no power to do anything.
It's unbelievable.
It's fucking infuriating.
I feel sorry for the next generation.
They'll be born into this shit, so they
felt sorry for us, though. The one before us.
You think? You think that's how it goes?
It's called like the asshole infinity syndrome. It's like you always think that the next one sucks, and yours is good. It's like they've been doing this in 1810. They were saying, wait till the 1820s come. We're done.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
I guess you're right. We don't know what it was like before us.
It's always...
It had to be better.
Because don't forget, the ones right after us, like the Generation Y or whatever, they're cunts. Like the ones that I think we're Generation X, whatever it is, the ones like right after, we think they suck. And they think the next ones suck. It's just the way it is.
You know what else? One more quick thing that they said last night. Someone said, try to call